Ooh, what did you become? Oh, you're so hi. We are live. So hi everyone. This is Ifat, and I am here with the amazing Terri Levine. And today we are going to talk about that one question that you need to answer if you want to know what your clients' deepest desires are and what will make them open their wallet and pay that money to you so you can have a happy Christmas and Merry Holidays. So hey Terri, how are you?
Glad to be here and excited to share the information. This is going to be great.
Yes. So guys, if you are joining us right now, we're gonna take like a few minutes and just chit chat a little bit and let you guys come in and join us because before we dive directly into the content, because we have amazing, amazing, amazing content for you today. And what we are doing, where we are live right now, we are live on the page that is Get Hot Paying Clients. And if you guys want to join us right now, because we have our download worksheet for you, and Terri, you're gonna have to forgive my accent.
I love your accent. It works.
All the sheets. There we go. This will happen sometimes, guys. I'm sorry. And here I am. There we go. We are playing in all places. We are on the website. We are on Facebook Live. We are on YouTube. We are on LinkedIn. Wherever you are, you want to get hot paying clients right now. And the link actually to get there is right here above Terry's head.
I'm wearing it.
She's wearing it. And it's very short. It's bit.ly and then 2HSXUKW. And the reason why we have a short link is because the main website will take you to the main course that maybe I should show you guys right now.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I keep doing this. This is not good. Okay, so let me just show you where we are, what we're doing, and then we're going to dive straight in. So I will be sharing my screen for a second, and I will show you. There we go. So this is the website. This is where we are right now, and you guys are already commenting. I love it. Right here, there is a worksheet. So click on that. It will open up your worksheet. And we are going to fill this out together today. So you really want to download it, grab it, print it, however you want, because this information, this one question right here is going to change your entire business. So should we dive right in, Terri? What do you say?
I'm ready and want to get this information out there and help more people.
Yes, and guys, one more thing is that Terri has a hard stop. So the way that we're going to do this today is we are going to give you all this information, and then we're going to open it up, and we're going to let you come in and actually talk to Terri face to face and get clear on your business. And the way to do that is you have to be on the website to join us, because right below the video you see a button that says Join Me in Hangout. This will be active 20 minutes in. You guys can come in and ask Terri any question you want. You get clarity, you get actionable advice about your business, and we're gonna get rocking. So let's do this. Let's start. Let's start with why. Why are we even doing it? Why is there one question that people need to find out?
This is really important. I've been coaching and consulting for about 22 years. I've worked with about 5,000 clients. And people try to sell coaching at really low prices. Some people even do it for free. And they're told to start their business that way. They're told to go get clients inexpensively. And then they believe that that's the way they can model a business. And the reason I'm so passionate about this is I know factually, after working with over 5,000 people, you cannot have a six-figure business, never mind a seven, if you're not charging enough for your valuable services, whether it's coaching or consulting or advising or strategy or almost any business, literally any service business, speakers, trainers, authors, coaches, consultants, chiropractors, massage therapists, anybody can use this in their business. So let me just tell you that you can't just go out there and say, oh, okay, Terri says to go charge higher prices, so I'll just raise my prices. It doesn't work like that. You have to really understand to create a high ticket signature program that people are going to buy, because I want you to get paid for it. You have to actually find out what it is that your qualified prospects' pains and frustrations are. And this is very important. Most people don't do that. They go, oh, I want to offer health coaching or wellness coaching or career coaching, or I want to add on helping realtors create a more successful business or whatever it is. But they really haven't gone out there and understood, what is my target audience talking about? What are their pains? What are their frustrations? So it's almost like you would go out there and you would develop something and say, I'm going to charge a high ticket and everyone wants it. And then you find out they don't. So I'm going to guess that you are struggling right now. You don't have enough clients. You're not making enough income. Maybe you have enough clients, but you're trading time for money. In other words, you're working with lower priced people and you have to work lots and lots of hours. So that's not a freedom business. Well, and I'll share this. Lots of people talk about having a laptop lifestyle. I talk about having a freedom lifestyle, because actually I don't want to have my laptop with me, right? I want to work when I work with my high paid clients. And other than that, I just want to engage and have fun and live my life with a lot of freedom. So you cannot guess at this. You can't go, oh, I think my prospects want this, or, the stars tell me this, or I see somebody else doing that, so I'll also offer that. You don't even know if that person is doing very well. There's a lot of people out there that may look as if they're doing 6 figures, 7 figures, that aren't. And trust me, I've hired a lot of them.
Yep.
There's some, right? We've both been there.
Yeah.
There's some real fake experts out there. So just because they stand in front of a Lamborghini, don't assume it's theirs, or a big, beautiful home, don't assume it's theirs. So you can't guess at this. You can't say, well, so-and-so is doing that, I'm going to imitate it. You actually need to go survey your ideal prospects. And, I really want you to think about this. What if I said that I wanted to help people create more weight loss, right? There's lots of people who want to lose weight. I don't know what words they would use. Do they use the words weight loss? Do they use the word shed pounds? Do they say, I want to get healthy? I have to really understand what their motivation is, what their pain is, what their frustrations are, so I know what high ticket program to offer them. And if you do just to say, you know what, I'm going to skip this research, I'm not going to do a survey, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to guess at this, then what's going to happen is you're going to create a high ticket program, you're going to scratch your head and you're going to say, I don't understand, people aren't signing up for it. And they won't sign up for something if you've guessed at what they want. So in this case, I want you to actually do a survey. And I want to make this so clear, I'm going to bang you over the head because I love you and want you to do this well. This is a step that most business owners miss. They go out and they build their entire business and they come up with a high ticket program if they learn how to do it, but they don't really understand what their high paying clients really want. They don't understand what those high paying prospects are looking for, what's frustrating them, what's bothering them. And they also can't tell those prospects how they're going to alleviate their pains and their frustrations, how they're going to move them away from the things they don't want, right?
So Terri, let's pause for a second. Because guys, I want you to everything that Terri is saying right now, it's in your worksheet. So let me just share the screen again and just show you where you fill it up, because I want you to have this with you. So you can, after we're doing this, there's going to be some action items that you want to take. And so this is where you fill this out. So before you offer any product or service, or you create, so any product or service right here, before you do that, you want to, here we go. Before you do that, before you create your high ticket signature program, which is what Terri is teaching you how to do, you must find out, right? Terri, what's your prospects? Pains and frustrations.
Exactly. What are your prospects' pains and frustrations? Don't create anything until you find that out.
And then you can't
guess.
You can't guess this stuff. And we've seen so many people that come up with like, well, I think, this is the pain. So you can't guess, but you need to survey them. And if you don't know how to survey, don't worry. We are going to walk you through this step by step in just a moment. So stick around. So if you guess, then you will find out that you create a program that they don't sign up for. And so, guys, I know you're watching us right now. Be honest, put that in the comments. How much time did you spend creating your program? Creating your program, and then how hard was the struggle to sell it? Well, if you don't know what their pains are and what their needs are, you won't be able to talk to them, and then they won't relate to your program. So you have to know what it is that they're pains. And this is where Terri got into right now, this part of the worksheet. There we go. Where we says, if you survey, oh no, I'm sorry. So right here, most business owners miss this. They completely miss this step. And they don't really understand what their ideal high paying prospects want. So right here, what their ideal high prospects want and needs are, and then what are their pains and frustrations. So if you get this one thing, this is where you will actually be able to have your clients open their wallets and shed the big bucks. And actually, Terri, you and I had a little, let me stop sharing my screen. So we had a little discussion about this, and I'm going to butcher the name, Neiman Marcus, right?
Neiman Marcus, yes, yes.
Remember? And they sold $50,000 worth of pieces of paper. And so Terri will tell you how Neiman Marcus was able to sell to their billionaires, people who already have everything. Why would they want pieces of paper? It's because they know their desires. So let's do that, and then we'll dive into the question. So do you want to tell them the story of what,
no,
how they're able to do that?
You're on a roll, and it's exciting.
So basically, if you guys don't know, apparently, which I didn't know, a lot of billionaires have guilt over their lavish lifestyle and how much money they're spending, and how much money they have, and how everyone else is suffering, but they can go on these lavish vacations and splurge and do all these great things. So what Neiman Marcus did, they connected a really expensive gift, $50,000 pieces of paper, origami, to a cause. And they said, oh, our very wealthy clients want to feel good and show the world that they're actually contributing to charity. Why not put a gift on the Christmas list that actually is connected to a cause where they can feel good about spending $50,000 on origami? So if you're a business owner, you're watching this right now, would you even think that a billionaire would want origami pieces worth $50,000? Or would you say, hey, that business owner actually wants to look good in the eyes of the world, and if I connect it to like, hey, those $50,000 just went to Wales charity and you're providing water, now he can brag about this. So knowing that, how would you guys like to be able to sell $50,000 worth of whatever, right, to someone? Well, you can do that when you know what their deepest desires are. And the billionaires' deepest desires are to be, to look good, to know that they're doing good, and to appear to other people as doing good. So if you want to know what the deepest desires, then you must answer this one question. There you go.
So let's pay attention to that lesson from Neiman Marcus, because I think it's a really good one and a valuable one. First of all, they understood their target audience. They knew their needs, their desires, and they really understand them. And they know that they'd be interested in cause marketing. They know that they'd be interested in making a contribution and in looking good to the world. And that's what I'm advocating you do. Understand your ideal prospects. A lot of people, maybe you, instead of doing what I'm advocating, they spend tons of time creating content. They're writing blogs, they're doing podcasts, they're writing e-courses, blah, 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 blah. and that's not what I want you to do. Forget all that stuff. That's not a freedom lifestyle. It's not going to make you 6 or 7 figures. All you want to do truly is understand your ideal high-paying clients, prospects, their needs, their wants, their frustrations. And the only way you can do that is by surveying them. And I have a really simple question. It's a magical question. It makes all the difference in the world. And this is the question, the exact question that I use and that I'm gifting to you to ask on your survey. It's simply this question, and I want you to ask your current clients, I want you to ask your past clients, I want you to ask your qualified prospects this question. If I could help you with only one thing, what is the result you would want to achieve? I'm going to repeat it. If I could help you with only one thing, what is the result that you want to achieve? Now, you might have guessed and you might have said, oh, they want more energy. And they might tell you, no, they want more freedom or more flexibility or a better ability to engage with people. Who knows what they're going to say? We don't. We don't know. I'm always surprised at what my past clients, current clients, and prospective clients tell me when I ask this question. If I can help you with only one thing, what is the one result that you want to achieve? Just one result. Okay, don't go ask them a general question like, well, what do you want help with? Because then they might list 20, 50, 80 things. Get them to be specific. Can help you with one thing. What is it that you want help with? What is the result you want to achieve? And by the way, if in your high ticket signature program, you're not giving people real results, real outcomes that they want, then you're going to sit at home or in your office or behind your computer or wherever you are going, I don't have enough clients, we don't have enough income. And you won't, because you're just guessing. You have to have the real result, the real outcome, and you must be the real deal who can deliver it.
So, you know what I love about what you just said is that when you talk about results, that's the outcome, right? You didn't talk
Exactly.
about like the process or, like, hey, do you want $50,000, $50,000 worth of videos? Do you want 50 hours of videos to watch through, right? Do you want 10 more exercises to go thin? You were talking about what are the results? What's the outcome? And most people, when they talk about their product, they don't talk in terms of outcomes, right?
Exactly. Let me give you an example of this. I hired a personal trainer several years ago. And I didn't say to her, what exactly are we going to do on every session? And how much weight am I going to lift? And what are the exercises I'm going to do? And she didn't tell me any of that. She said, what's the outcome that you're looking for in a personal trainer? And I said, I'm looking to gain strength, and it would be nice to lose a few inches. And she said, great. If you commit to working with me for 6 months, I guarantee you will quadruple your strength and you will lose 5 to 6 inches in the first 30 days. I went, here's my credit card. Here it is. She understood the exact outcome that her ideal qualified prospects wanted. And she didn't sit there saying what a lot of coaches and consultants say, which sounds like this. Well, we're going to meet 2 or 3 times a month, and we're going to meet for 30 minutes a time, and then I'm going to send you worksheets, and I'm going to send you recordings. Nobody cares about all of that. We only care, can you get me the result? If you said, give me $25,000 and I'll help you lose 25 pounds, and you're talking to an ideal qualified prospect that really has that need and frustration and the income, they're not going to say, what do I have to do? What do I have to eat? What's going to happen? They just want, you have the answer, here's the money. I really want you to get that through your head. So if I can help you with just one result, what's the one result you want to achieve? And this is the whole secret. It really is. When you understand this and you get this information back through your survey and you have this kind of clarity, you can speak the language of what the prospects want and need. You can appeal to their frustrations, and then you can attract the right prospects. Have you spent time talking to the wrong people? Have you been like, oh, nobody can afford me? Wrong people. Have you been going, oh, they say maybe, they say they're going to think about it, they have to consult the stars, ask a spouse, light a candle, pray on it, they're going to get back to me, whatever that is. So any of that they're saying or they're doing is because you're not talking to the right target audience. You don't know the one result they want. You're not speaking to their needs, and you don't have the clarity to attract the right prospects. So far, so good?
Yes, awesome. So, guys, we are taking your questions and we are going to open up the Hangout very, very soon for you guys to come in. But before we do that, we're actually going to do a hands-on activity. And the hands-on activity is like we're going to show you how to create that survey. So that today you can take that survey and do exactly what Terri told you right now, because we don't learn from words, we learn through action. And so if you don't take action today, tomorrow is going to look exactly the same. And the holidays are coming and we want to be able to celebrate and rest and buy gifts and all that stuff, right? So before we open up the Hangout, Terri, do we have another, did we finish the worksheet? I'm sorry, I was
No, we've
doing
got a little
something.
bit more. Got a little bit
Okay,
more to
let's
go.
go.
Okay, so this is a biggie and one that I love to talk about. When you do have the right message, and by the way, I call that your core unique positioning statement. I'll repeat that. The right message is called your core unique positioning statement, not a USP, not a sales pitch, core unique. Only you say it. Positioning statement that positions your business and makes it unique. You're going to stand out. You're going to be able to stand out. You're going to be able to tell prospects how you actually move them away from all those pains and all of that frustration to really what their aspirations are, to what their dreams are. So you take away everything they don't want, you move them to what they do want, and you state it in a core, unique positioning statement. Let me give you an idea of this. I seem to be talking about weight loss today. It's on my mind. So let's say that your ideal prospects want to lose 20 pounds, all right? And so their dream, their aspiration is, I want to look really good in my clothes, right? I know people who definitely want that, and that's important to me also. So then you will address this pain of not fitting into their clothes and their dream of feeling great in their clothes in your high ticket signature program. You'll make a clear promise to them in your core unique positioning statement. They'll hear that statement and they'll oscillate with you. They'll resonate with you. And they'll literally, it's called reverse marketing. They'll raise their hands and say, that's me. You're talking to me. I want to look good in my clothes. I'm sick of trying on jeans and laying on the bed to zip them up. Not that I've ever done that.
Never happened.
And they'll resonate with you and say, that's me. I want in. They will also know that you are the person who actually really gets them. You understand them. You truly get them. You know who they are. You get their frustrations, get their wants, their desires. And you know what? They're going to want your solution to the problem. And that's the reverse marketing. Instead of you hunting and where am I going to find somebody, they raise their hands, they come to you and they say, oh my goodness, thank goodness you showed up. You're the solution to my problem. I'm so happy that you're here. So I think we've pretty much covered what we need to cover on the worksheet. Yes.
Yeah, and so as we let me just we're getting comments in Facebook, and I really want to bring those comments here. So let's see if I can do that. There we go. So yay, we're getting prospect.
Vicky,
So we're getting
hey.
people watching us in Facebook and on the website, and we're getting comments on the website. So, guys, we're gonna walk you through creating that survey. I want you to create that survey with us right now, so you can take action today. Okay. And after that, we're going to address all your questions. There are some really, really good comments here from Gloria and Marie and Sumaya, and Jocelyn is here, and Marsha, and Ellen is on Facebook, and Vicky. It's really awesome. So I can share my screen, Terri, and do you want to walk us through
Sure.
setting up the survey? So I'll share my screen. Just a second. There we go. And you tell us what to do. So we're going to use Google Drive. and I'm assuming everybody knows how to do it, but if they don't, right here on the top, you see there are like 9 dots. You can see that. But when you click it, there's Drive, or you can just type Google Drive and voila. So Google Drive, click on Google Drive and you're gonna go there. So if you have a Gmail, you're gonna be in Drive. And so now what do you need to do?
So what you want to do is go to the word that says new, which is on the top left, which is under Google Drive. And you want to create a Google, here we go, Google form. Okay. And this is really easy. And I just want to say something as we do this. Everything is about taking action. I want you to take action and I want you to get results. So what you want to do is you can title the form. So it could be survey questions, or it could be what do you want to learn from me. So you can title the form. And then you get to put in your question, all right? And I'm only recommending one question. This is so easy. It's one question. Don't put in a lot of questions. Everything I teach is keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it fun. If I can help you with only one thing, what is the result you would want to achieve? That's your entire question. And there's
Voila. And you have a survey.
How easy is that?
And so to share this survey, right here on the top, it says view. So you can see what the survey will look like to your audience. And you can see it's just one question. They can type right here and submit. That's it. And to share it, you would click on send. And now you can choose, do you want to send it via email? Then you can type their emails here, or you can grab a link right here and email that. You can even get a short URL. There you go, very short one. Or you can share directly to Facebook and Twitter from Google right here, like that. That's it. You can collect email addresses so that you know how to follow up with people if you want to. But this is the whole, we say, the whole Torah on one foot.
It's
right?
really easy. And one of the key things I want to say about this is don't put in multiple choices. Don't guess what their answers are. Let them tell you. This is where we're finding out. My prospects, by answering this one question, have named all of my programs, and I wouldn't have known the right name. So they're going to give you the answers. You're going to then look at the data, and then you're going to figure out what is their big need, what is their big frustration, and that's your high ticket signature program.
So there you go, guys. We got actionable item right now for you to do. I don't know why my YouTube live disconnected for a second. So let's see if I can bring it back. There we go. You know why you need to survey. You know the one question that will give you the wording for your entire high ticket signature offer. You'll know why you're unique. You'll know what is your core offering. You'll know what outcomes you are talking about. And all that boils down to doing a survey and sending it. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to open it up to questions. You guys can come in. If you're on the page, just refresh the page and click on the button that says join the Hangout. And as we interact with you, we're also going to answer all the questions that are in the comments and on Facebook. And Vicky says, wow, cool. I love your Google tips.
Awesome.
And you tell it, Terri.
I love to share this stuff. I'm glad I have the opportunity because a lot of people don't know this. And this is really, I'm telling you, it's proof. It creates 6- and 7-figure businesses. Everything I'm going to share with you, I can prove works. So you're not listening to a fake expert, and I'm happy to share my information with you.
And if you start on fake experts, we can go down that rabbit hole.
Let's not go there. You and I have chatted about that.
We did. Okay, so hi, let's see who's here. Right here, we have woman something. So hi, you were on your car, and you, we saw you a second ago and you turned your camera off. Do you want to come back and ask us a question?
Woman something.
Yes, no? If not, we are going to go to Angela. Hey, Angela, how are you? Just unmute yourself.
Hey there.
So Angela, unmute and show your camera because we just saw you a second ago and you look beautiful.
Yeah, unmute yourself and put your camera on. We want to see you, Angela Joe. You accidentally muted and your camera got shut off. We want to see you.
Let me see if I can bring you back. There we go. Here you are. Yay.
Yay, good to see you.
And
How
just
you?
unmute yourself. Let me see if we can unmute you. Just click that big microphone on top. There you go.
There
Hi.
she is.
And just unmute yourself. Let me see. Oh, you need to close the Hangout. So you're hearing us twice because you this window opened and you have the video playing in the background. So just pause the video in the background and you will be here with us. And then you can unmute yourself and you'll hear us just fine. So as she's doing this, let me just tell you guys. So as she's doing this, when you're joining us in the Hangout, it will open a new window for you to join us and participate with Terri. Talk to Terri face-to-face about your business. Now, this is super valuable. You have no ideas. Terri charges $25,000 to just pick her brain for a day. You guys getting it at no cost because this is where her heart is. She's a heartpreneur and she wants to help you move away from the low ticket items into a high signature coaching. So jump on in and speak with her face to face. Take advantage of this opportunity because it's not going to be that often. And right. And so when you do that, when you click on join the Hangout, you want to mute the video on the page you're watching it right now because otherwise you're going to hear us twice. So I see Angela is here. Can we get to you?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Angela Joe.
Hello, Terri.
Good to be with you. So what's your question or what are you learning so far? What do you got for me?
Well, you know what? I joined late because I had an appointment and this came up last night, so I only heard the last couple minutes. But
Okay.
I honestly, I'm still processing all the great information from Monday. So there's so many things already that I'm implementing and excited to implement.
Good.
So I love this with the forms because I just noticed that last night when I filled something out for someone that I follow, and it said, click here to do a Google form. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So I didn't realize that Google has so many different things. Now, my question is that the same as a web form?
So yeah, because it was actually created in Google in Google Drive. So it is kind of a web form. Some people refer to web forms as forms that sit on a website or an opt-in page or a landing page. This is just a Google form that gets shared and will reside in your Google Drive.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Try it. You'll love it.
And it's free and it's easy.
Exactly, right? Everything I show is free and easy. You were with me at my event all day Monday. And one of the things that I honor and I celebrate you for is that you're an implementer. It's like, give me something easy, give me something fast, and I'm going to go do it. So I'm going to be watching you throughout this experience.
Thank you. Thank you. And I've already shared probably like 5 of your tips with a couple friends that I'm like, I wish they were there.
Awesome. Well, Heartrepreneurs pass everything forward. So I honor you and acknowledge you for that.
Thank you. Back at you. I might have to jump off because I'm waiting on a call, but I just wanted to say a quick hello. And sorry I missed the beginning.
Glad you did. And you'll be able to see it later because the beginning had some really powerful stuff. Make sure you do download the worksheet and fill it out. That'll help you.
Okay, perfect. I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're getting more questions, and so Ellen is here, and she's asking, what kind of answer are you looking for? A short answer, multiple choice, and no multiple choice, but what is the answer that we're looking for?
Great question. Whatever their frustration is. So I don't want you to be planning an answer or hoping for an answer. And some people are going to give you a couple of words, one word, and some people are going to write a paragraph. I've had people write very long answers. Stay open. So part of what you want to do is ask a question and surrender the outcome and not be attached to an outcome. You may think everybody wants, in my example, everybody wants to lose 20 pounds, and they might tell you, I want to sleep better, or I want to gain more muscle, or I want more strength or more energy, or whatever it is. So stay open and allow them to write as many answers as they want. That's why do not use multiple choice, because then you're guessing at their answers, and that's not what we're doing. We're saying, if I can help you achieve only one result, one outcome, what is that? And then they have a chance to tell you, and they may tell you in a word, 10 words, or in a paragraph or a page. Allow that, and then as you look at all the answers that you get and you analyze them. Look for common words and common themes. And believe me, they always show up. They do for me. They do for all my clients.
So the next question would be, how long do you have to wait before you decide that you got enough answers and you know what your signature program needs to be?
Really good question. Thank you for asking that. I recommend you have a minimum of 15 answers. And I'm going to tell you why. I have had a client last year, I believe, and she got 5 answers. And I said, that's not enough. She surveyed some prospects, 2, and she surveyed a client, and then she surveyed the rest were former clients. I said, that's 5 people. I'd like you to hear from 15. If it's possible, past clients, current clients, and prospects. Mix it up. You don't have to have 5, 5, and 5, but get a little of each. So she created her signature program against my advice. I said, 5 is not enough. Do further research. She named it. She put it out there, and she wasn't attracting a lot of people to it. And I said, go back and do the research and do it the right way. When she did it the right way, she found out she had the wrong end result. What she thought they wanted help with was not what they wanted help with. She thought they wanted to decrease their expenses and have more profit. That's not what they wanted. They wanted to learn how to attract people at low and no cost. She was way off the mark. So we redid her signature program, got it out there with the right survey information, and she's crushing it now.
That's awesome. So, so the lesson here, guys, is like, don't be attached to the outcome and become kind of like a journalist, right? Like an explorer. You're kind of like trying to figure out, what is it that my market wants? What is it that my market wants? So Terri, what is your secret to not spamming people and going around and like sharing your link everywhere and going like, hey, messaging everybody on Facebook and going like,
so let's be careful about that. So a couple of things. First, I would directly email your past clients if you have them. I would directly email your current clients. And then anybody that's a prospect that is talking to you or has filled out a web form for you or really engages with you on Facebook. Don't use Facebook Messenger and message tons of people. Don't put it in every group that you're a part of. If you have your own Facebook group, which is something I advocate and something I teach, and we've got right here at Entrepreneurs with Terri Levine, you can drop the link there because they're your like-minded tribe. And you can say, hey, I'm really curious. I'm doing a survey. Here's the link. Don't go putting that link in, tomorrow, the next day, next month, next year. Just do it the one time. And if you say, well, I didn't get 15 people, well, then go make a connection. Go to a BNI, go to a LaTip, go to a chamber meeting, go to wherever your qualified prospects hang out, meet some people and say, hey, I'm doing a survey. Would it be okay if I sent you a link? And by the way, if you really have trouble getting responses, most of my clients don't, but I had one. She had just a stubborn audience and they weren't responding. This was so funny. We offered a $10 Starbucks gift card, and we said we'd put everybody in who responded to the survey in the next 24 hours. There'd be one winner of a $25 Starbucks card. And she got like 19 or 20 surveys just like that. And then we just randomly picked a winner, gave out the Starbucks card, and she had her data. There's always a way to do it.
So what's interesting about that, Terri, is that I wonder, do you think that, because this is a question that Elaine is asking. She goes like, great information. Do you give a gift for filling out the form? I've heard people say before that if you incentivize them, you might not get the right answers because they're doing it just for the incentive.
So I wouldn't just give a gift to everybody. I really don't do that. But if you're struggling, most people don't. I've only had really like one person really struggle. If you're struggling, so don't even go that, let me deal with that first. Don't go there mentally. Oh, people aren't going to respond. They're not going to answer. Whatever you put out in the universe is what's going to happen. I put it out and I expect people will answer, right? So, and they do. So put out what you expect. People are going to answer, they're going to respond. If for some reason they don't, you can use the Starbucks thing. Don't give a gift to every person. Don't incentivize every person. You don't need to. You don't have to say, I'll give you a template, I'll give a report, I'll give you a worksheet for every person. Have a drawing for something kind of cool. With this client, we just knew her target audience liked to hang at Starbucks and they would like to win a Starbucks card.
And you know what? What's cool about that Starbucks card is that it's not a biggie. It's not like an iPad. It's like, oh, okay,
Exactly.
it's just, $20 or something. So it's not kind of something that someone would actually go out of their way just to get, right?
Exactly. It's very simple, very easy. And it just says to people, look, I really want your answer, so step up. I did this in my entrepreneur group. Some of you in the group might remember this. As we were building the group, I said, let's have a contest. Whoever brings in 5 really cool members this week, I'm going to put all your names in a hat and I'm going to draw and you're going to get a Starbucks card. And that week we grew, I think, by like 130 people. So just do something fun and don't focus on it's not going to happen. Focus on they are going to respond, because my experience is they will. It's one question. It's very simple.
So I'm going to invite you guys to join us again, because you guys are typing questions in the comments. I bet that you would probably want to pick Terri's brain while you have it for the next 15 minutes. So as you're joining us, just click the button below and mute yourselves. Come on in and we'll help you specifically with your business. So while we're waiting for you to join us, Gloria has a question. She says, I'm very well versed in my niche. It's just getting clients who need what I offer. My outcome can be so great if I could just find the clients that need my help. So we haven't talked about this today, but this is really awesome to go back to.
Wow, Gloria, I just honor you for the question. It's a perfect question, and it's really very focused on the topic of today. So first of all, I'm not sure that you really know the outcome they want. And that's why I want you to do the survey. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is, if we're struggling to get clients, what that says to me is they don't understand the results or the outcome, or it's not a fit. If we really give the exact result they're looking for, the one outcome, the one result they want, and if we're giving that to the exact people who want it, you won't be struggling. So the reason people struggle is they have the wrong program, the wrong outcome, the wrong result, they're guessing, or they don't have a core unique positioning statement and they sound like everybody else because they are everybody else. I'm going to use an example. When I first started in the coaching profession like 23 years ago, I heard people say this all the time, and their website said this, and it just, one of those scratched my head, I didn't get it. They said, I help people get from point A to point B. And I was like, what does that mean? Right? I'm supposed to pay you money. I don't even know if I want to go to point B, and I don't know what that is, right? So I did the opposite. I got real clear and real specific. When I first started, I did career coaching. And I only did it because I asked the same question I'm teaching you to ask. I only did it for people that were speech language pathologists, occupational therapists, and physical therapists who were burnt out in healthcare. That's how I started in my first month. I knew what their frustrations were. They were burnt out. I knew what their desires were because they told me, and that was to start a career where they could work with healthy people instead of people who weren't healthy. My goodness, just like me going from speech language pathology to coaching and consulting. So I could speak exactly to that. When I gave them the one result they wanted, they raised their hands and they said, me, 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 me. And I had 30 clients in 30 days. So Gloria, ask the question, do the homework, and then create your program around those people. And make sure you have a core unique positioning statement where you don't sound like everybody else. I didn't sound like anybody else. So let me just tell you, my core unique positioning was, if you're a speech language pathologist, occupational therapist, or physical therapist who's burnt out, I have a proven system to help you transition to an incredible new career in 30 days. Nobody else had that. Nobody else said that. Nobody else did that. I didn't sound like any other coach. So Gloria, I think these tips will help you. Make sure you listen to the entire hangout and go back and do the worksheet. It's really important because I want to see you successful, Gloria.
And we need to tell you guys that this is not going to be the only time. We're not just going to give you the survey and be like, okay, good luck. See you later. Hopefully you can figure this out. No, if you guys are actually going to take action and do this, we are going to follow up with you and show you the next step. But this is step one, like super basic. We want to see you take action and move forward in your business. So you really want to create the survey today and send it to all your people and let us know, let Terri know, how's it going? How many answers you're getting? What are the results? And we're going to come back and discuss them with you. So you're not on your own. You're doing it with Terri together, and you're going to get it done, and you succeed on it. So one of the things that you were saying today in the one question, so I'll just repeat the one question that you got to ask. If I can help you with only one thing, what is the one result you want to achieve? And we were talking about a result, and Marie left a comment and she said, we want to sell 100 pieces of wall art before the holidays. So I'll read the entire question, then we can talk about how that relates to the survey and the question. And I think a lot of you guys are making the same, are going in the same path that Marie does. So we want to sell 100 pieces of wall art before the holidays. We need to get our product out to people to see it. We are working with a couple that we bought 40 hours with over 2 years ago. They currently are compiling a mass email to go out to architects and designers all over the US. Then phase 2 will be international. So what's wrong with this approach, Terri?
There's actually a couple of things, so let's talk about that. I'm glad to see Vicky just joined us. Awesome. So a couple of things. The first thing is I'm going to just relanguage the beginning. We want to sell 100 pieces of art. I want to expand your mind, and I want to say 100 pieces or more, because you just told the universe I want 100. I don't want 101. I don't want 103. So 100 or more. The second thing is, if you're sitting at home or in your office and you're sending out emails, you're not engaging with people. And nowadays, emails go into spam filters, emails get deleted, emails don't get seen. And I track all of our emails that go out to people, and we know that they've even seen them, and they still say, I don't remember that email. And I'm not blaming them. Believe me, it happens to me too, okay, all the time. So email is not creating relationships with people. The big question is to ask those architects, to ask those designers in a survey, in terms of our wool art, what is the result that you're looking for? What kind of places do you want to put them? Who would you offer them to? So you want to ask them the question, if the end buyer or the designers or the architect, what's the result you're looking for with our wool art? And then you want to start communicating with those people, not by email, not sitting behind a computer. Look, I'm sitting here with you, right? Instead of just having you click from place to place, I'm engaging with you face to face. And, I'm normally $6,000 an hour. And I came here to give you advice and help and strategy, to coach you and consult with you. And it's the same thing. Do a Zoom, do a hangout, meet with your architects, meet with your designers, meet with your decorators, and say, how can I be of service to you with my wall art? That's really important. Make relationships, not just send out a bunch of emails.
And it's so true, because guys, if you think about this, when was the last time someone took time out of their busy day? And you know how busy Terri is. When was the last time someone took time out of their busy day to just hear what you struggle with and help you with that? And that's why Terri stands out. So if you want to stand out to your audience, you don't need to create a better Facebook ad, more content, more information, because we're bombarded with that. What you need is that human connection, which is exactly what Terri is modeling for you right now. So just take exactly what she's doing and model that in your business, and you can stand out, and you can do that with one question. So I know you have to leave, Terri. You have another webinar, but let's jump on to Vicky, and then we'll call it a day.
Yay, hey, Vicky, I'm glad you got in. Hey.
Hey, how you doing, Terri? Can you hear me okay?
We're a little soft, but I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Hey, Terri, I want to go back to the form, because I left a question there. And the question I had was, on the form, after it's filled out, after you've done the survey, and let's say 20 people responded, it's just a small one. At the end of that, is there a required number of yeses or similarities that you need in order to say, this is a strong product? Like, what if you get 3 and they're very weak? How do you determine what is a strong product, or what's a strong program that people are asking for?
That's an awesome question. Awesome. Thank you for asking. So I look for patterns, and I look for patterns that are even underneath the answer. So I'll give you an example. I used to do a program, I'm still talking about weight loss today. So I used to do a program called Create Your Ideal Body. And when I asked this question, The answers that I got back were scattered. It was, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to lose 20 pounds, I want to look better in my clothes, blah, 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 blah. And when I went through, I saw the most common denominator was that they were uncomfortable in how they looked. Whether they wanted to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, fit in their clothes, be healthier, they just were uncomfortable. So I want you to go a little bit underneath the words and say, what is that? And so I really addressed in my program how to feel more comfortable in your body, whether your body ended up being 10 or 15 pounds above what somebody deems ideal, who cares? If you feel good in your body, if you own your body as this is my house, this is how I'm going to decorate it, and you feel good in your body, my program can empower you. So I read underneath the words and I said, they're not just talking about losing weight. They're talking about having confidence and feeling good. And then I really use those words in my core unique positioning. Does that help?
Yeah, it does. One of the most important things is when you're designing the program is trying to address what's underneath the question. Second question, last one, promise. In this particular program, let's say you get a bunch of data back from the survey itself, and let's say there is a question underneath the question. You survey that again? Do you say, I better run this and evaluate it again? Or do you just go, I know what they're talking about?
That's a really good question. I have had people ask me, like, well, I feel like I should ask a follow-up question or another question. We really don't want to drive people crazy. So if they're your clients or they're your friends or they're a past client, I'm pretty comfortable picking up the phone and saying, and I'll call out one of my former clients, hey, Mia, what did you mean by this? And she says, oh, well, I meant blah, blah, blah. And hey, Kim, what did you mean by this? With the people I know. I don't just randomly go back and ask everybody else, but I might get some clarification from the people I really know. So even as I was looking in the chat window, I recognized lots of folks, right? And some folks I don't know. I'd probably go to those folks and say, thanks so much for doing this survey. I'm kind of curious. Can I ask you one more question? And I would do it by phone. Make that a real personal contact. That's another awesome question. I'm glad you came here to ask.
Yay. And so last thing, because we do have to go, and this is so cool, Terri, that you're saying that, like, make that personal connection, actually call people. So maybe you want to add a phone number or something to the survey so you can contact people?
Yeah, I really, let me just tell you what I think about that. I don't add the phone number, and here's why. As soon as we start asking people for things that look like we're going to contact them, they go, oh, I knew it. They really want to sell me something. So I actually don't do that. And I'll just really talk to the people that I would have phone numbers of, my past clients, my friends, my current clients. I wouldn't do it with my prospects who might not want to give me a phone number because people are very afraid. They're hiding under the iceberg. They're raising their hand this much, going, I'll fill out a survey, but they don't want to raise their hand and go, yes, me. Does that make sense?
Totally. Totally. Okay, so last one. Doria is asking, I am a jack of all trades. Sad face. How do I decide what to focus on? I have several possible areas I could concentrate on. As a nurse, a mom, a caregiver, I am used to wearing many hats. My focus should help me decide who to survey.
Oh, love this story. I love this. So I have a saying that my clients hear me say all the time, and it is this: one focus, one goal. One focus, one goal. Being entrepreneurial, because I'm with you, it's like squirrel, shiny object, squirrel. I could do this. I could do this. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. And what we have to decide, and I'm going to ask you this question, Doria, is if money were no object and you got to do something all day, every day, what is your passion? What is your one passion? You can't tell me you have two. What is your one passion? So if you said to me, and this is why I don't do my Create Your Ideal Body program anymore. It's a book, it sells, people do it themselves. I don't do it anymore. It distracted me. Okay, I don't even offer it anymore. Why? Because when I asked myself the question, what is my one passion? My one passion is helping other business owners have the kind of success I've had in my more than 40-year career owning 7 different multi-million-dollar businesses. That's my passion. I would show up and do this day and night just like I am now. And I always say, even if nobody pays me for it, you're not paying me for it. And here I am, right? So that's how you know what your one focus is. So I would like you, Doria, to get really clear on the answer. Really, really clear. What is the one thing that you would do day in and day out for the next 20 years if no one paid you for it? What do you love that much?
That's awesome. And so we'll finish with compliment from Doria. She says, Terri stands out because her actions demonstrate that she really cares about her audience and she has the proof of success implementation of what she teaches. So
thank you, Doria.
So much love to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so our next one, we're going to send you an email. We're going to let you know because we are going to follow up with you on this and make sure that you get this done and you get your business going and you can finish the year strong. So your actions for today, create a survey, send it to your people. We're going to follow up with you. We're going to find out exactly how's that going. If you have any questions, you know how to reach Terri. You have a phone number, give her a call. No, I'm kidding.
You scared me.
But we are going to we're going to have fun. We're going to take this and we're actually going to help you build your business. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. Terri, you are a wealth of information and I can't wait for our next meeting together.
I look forward to it and we're here to help you. So make sure you join us.
Thank you guys. And we are, I keep going into infinity.